Hello, everyone. I'm really happy to be doing this live today with my guy all the way from Brazil, my man Leo Salas, well-known jockey. He's going to tell me a little bit about himself and some of the places that he's been, his experience. Year at Woodbine last year, such a good year he had last year. I had fun following him around the racetrack and other guys and just kind of observing, documenting, and it was a lot of fun last year. Um, but now he's on a break. So I guess in a couple weeks or so, a few weeks, we'll probably see him back at Woodbine. Maybe he has other plans. I don't know. We're about to find out, right? So that being said, let's bring him in and we'll talk to him and see what's going on. Hey, Leo.
Hey, what's up, Derek?
I am good, man. Nice to see you. Very nice to see you.
My pleasure. Thank you so much for inviting.
Hey, look, as you probably know, I've been trying to get you on here for a while now, and now you've made it. Welcome to the
Finally,
stage, man.
finally, we are here. Thank you. Thank you for inviting. We found a
Yes.
time.
I had a lot of fun last year just watching you and watching some of the other guys at the track do your thing, and you guys been doing such a great job. So many of you have had such a wonderful year last year. Um, but before we get into that, I want to say, how's the family doing? How you guys doing?
Great, great. Enjoying here, Brazil. Great weather. Everything's great over here. Finally, I can introduce my little daughter for my mom. We, I have no complaints. Everything good. Such a great weather.
That's beautiful, man. So what's it like for her seeing grandma?
It's awesome. It's my daughter is a kind of mix. She's a half Japanese and Brazilian, and so she learned already from Japanese size first, and right now is from Brazilian. So she been learning a lot. It's great.
Yeah, that's
She's Canadian actually, so
so
it's
that
a big
that's
mix.
a lot of things going on there, and you know
Yeah,
what? It's only going to help her. So much experience, man.
yeah. It's three languages she can speak already.
Wow, wow. And what about you? How many languages do you speak?
Well, I can speak fluently four languages. Pretty good. I can speak Chinese, Japanese, English. Well, Japanese I've been learning to be honestly, so I know even counting. So is this Chinese, English, Portuguese, and Spanish for sure.
Wow,
Yeah.
nice. Hey, look, that's pretty good. I mean, for more than one reason, that's an asset, and that'll get you around pretty well in good company.
Yeah. Well, once you live in one country when you can't speak, you gotta learn somehow. So
Yes, that's true. That's true.
that's the
Um,
only way.
so you're on vacation right now, and I see you're posting a
Right.
lot of photos, and you're really having a good time. I can tell that you're having a good time with your family down there in Brazil. What's that
Yeah.
like?
Is a paradise over here. Brazil is such a great weather. Right now is a summer over here. Um, I love the warm country, warm weather. The beaches over here is beautiful. Everything's great, man. I'm just having a nice time and healing my body because I work so hard this year. So right now I just need a break.
Yeah, that's important, man, and you deserve that break and take it, and because we want to see you back and see you do some great things as well. I just wanted to break the ice, before we get into horse racing, and just kind of let people know that these jockeys, they have another side to them, which is just relaxing and having fun rather than on top of these horses going at you know 200 miles an hour or something, so so I just wanted to bring that side to the world for who's watching. Now let's
Uh-huh.
get into some horse racing, I guess. So you're in Brazil. Did you always know that you were going to be a jockey? How'd you get into to riding?
No, no. So I'm from São Paulo. São Paulo is a big city. Um, is not have much horses around. My dad introduced me to the racing. My dad is used to go there to gamble to see the racings, and he's loved the racing. And but this wake up on me around 12 years old, because my families are all tall, and I turn out I'm a short guy, so this is a perfect for the job. So yeah, it's come from my dad.
Well, that's good to hear. And I already see you have someone who's cheering for you here online already.
Mhm.
Saying you're the best jockey. So uh,
Oh
I don't
yeah,
know if you
that's
can see that.
he's my friend. My friend's from Hong Kong. He's my good buddy.
Nice, nice. So speaking of Hong Kong, so I imagine that you rode a few tracks already. Do you want to tell the fans and the people out there a little bit about some of the places that you've ridden before?
Sure. Well, I'm a traveling holic, right? I love to travel. I love to go around. Here I am in Brazil. I'm in Brazil. I've been traveling a lot during vacation, so I it's making me boring to stay home. So I'm just like to travel. My family come with me. I've been travel more than 20 countries riding.
Wow.
For vacation, I lost the counting. So I really love to travel. I'm starting Brazil. I did the apprenticeship in Brazil, and then when I had 18 years old, I got opportunity to go to Saudi Arabia. And then from Brazil, I went straight to Saudi Arabia. Then then spent 1 year right there, and was such a great.
So
Uh,
what was it? What was it like in Saudi Arabia? As in for a jockey like yourself, what was the experience like?
is different. They have different culture, the different religion. What is very hard for one teenage get to learn that, and I badly can speak English on that time. So was such a great experience for me. I have
See, Leo's a little bit frozen right now, so we'll wait until he pops right back in. It's internet, Wi-Fi, and stuff like that sometimes does this kind of stuff. So we'll wait until he kind of gets back here. So in the meantime, you just wait. Once again, my man Leo Salas, and he's in Brazil vacationing with his family. Um, guys, internet got frozen a little bit, so we just kind of hang out here and wait until he gets back. By the way, Leo had such a brilliant season last year that I had to do my best to get him on the show, and he's done some really good things in a short space of time at Woodbine, and here we go. We'll try to get him back in pretty soon. All right, he's coming on. Just dropped out a little bit, so we'll just hang on and wait. Once again, my man Leo Salas, he's all the way in Brazil. And Brazil, as you know, is one of the hot spots in terms of business, competition, and everything else. It's such a melting pot right now down there in Brazil. Um, you know what? I heard that it's one of the best places to actually do business um, in on the western side of the world, and it's one of the places that a lot of people are actually heading towards. I didn't realize it until you start hearing more and more about it, and one day I'll probably get there and check it out. Um, he's my man Leo just trying to get back on, and we'll see what happens. But um, try to get him on. Yeah. So he's just having a bit of difficulties, and we'll just wait until he jumps right back in again. Yeah. So Leo Salas, the Brazilian who's traveled to Saudi Arabia, and he said he had a short stint there, and um, we'll see. He had a short stint in Saudi Arabia. Now he's here. He said he likes to travel. He doesn't mind. He's traveled over 20 countries probably. He doesn't like just sticking around in the house. Very different to me right now. But okay, Leo, see you back there. So we'll add you in again. Add you
Yeah.
to the stream, my man. That happens from time to time. Wi-Fi. But the good thing about having internet is that now we can do things like this very easily. So even though it drops out here and there, it's still a blessing that we can still be able to connect and talk to each other.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah. So we were just saying that you traveled over quite a few countries, man. And Saudi Arabia, was that the first place that you've been outside of Brazil?
Outside of Brazil, yeah.
Mm.
That was my first time I get out of Brazil. Um, then I spent 1 year right there. Was great experience. Then after that, really, I did it great there. I got this championship in the one racetrack. I became a champion right there. One racetrack is called Jeddah. Then I rode in Riyadh as well, inside the Saudi Arabia. In there, everybody started to invite me to go around, and the sheikh is give me a green light to go. So I decided to right after that to go to China, and I went straight to Macau. Then in Macau, I spent 2 years and a half in Macau. Was great as well. I was fighting for the championship. Um,
Nice.
it was great. Such a nice experience for me. Then
Hmm.
Macau. Then after I back to Saudi again, and I went to Dubai. Then Dubai, I went Bahrain. Then
Bahrain.
Bahrain. Yeah,
What's
Bahrain is
Bahrain like? I heard a lot of things about that country. What's it like?
Bahrain is something different. Bahrain is a wrong, is like Barbados ways, like a wrong way for us in Woodbine, right? And it's only turf. So it's in the middle of the desert. The racetrack is a pretty exactly in the middle of the desert, and they have one grass so green you can't believe it.
Wow.
So they are really invest on the track right there on the service, and is something is the everybody on the city love it. Um, Many great jockeys going right there. I have opportunity to ride with a lot of good jockeys like Ryan Moore, Frankie Dettori, there, right there, and they really love the experience there.
So I imagine that riding with that kind of company and those guys, it kind of pushes you a little bit to do better, and
Oh,
and do you
absolutely.
find that traveling helps as well, like traveling around the world?
Absolutely. This is well, I'm come from one country what is not the sport. It's not the real sport to race horse racing in Brazil. I try to be a soccer player, but is what everybody tried to. But I'm short and I love horsing and I love the competition. So we I took a shot in the racing and I love now is my life. Now I can't live without and yeah, I've been doing already for 15 years, and I see everything what I see is a challenge. Every day a new challenge. I love the challenge, and I love the risks. I love to the competition.
Now I gotta ask you, in Brazil, now is it do you guys try to find a way with soccer in horse racing, or is it something that's just loved that you it just culturally guys just want to either play football or soccer or stuff like that? Like,
I think is in Brazil we learn before we start to walk. The dad is give you one ball to you, you know. So is you start to play soccer because we all love it, this, right? But eventually, when you grow, you get different ways. But I think Brazilians are very good in sports in general. All the Brazilians, because they start from soccer and eventually develop it from other ways. I think is the for sports wise, Brazilians are very good, and
yeah.
I I love I fall in love the first time when I sit on the horse. When I sit on the horse the first time, I told myself, wow, this is better than my bike, right? I can control him very well. I can do everything what I want, and it's such a machine. It's so powerful, and this is this is was is falling in love straight. After that, I don't wanna do anything any another sport.
Is it almost like a high, like like an addiction, like you get on that horse and you just get that feeling like this is it, man?
Yeah, well, is is great to ride a horse. You know, is you connect with the animal. Is have such a good feeling. You know, the horse is so strong, and they can do
Yeah.
anything you asking for, and then they give you the power to you because you control him completely. So it's make me feel a Superman. You know, it's making me feel like, wow, I want a horse. You know, I want to ride a horse. This is everything what I like.
Wow. Now, I want to ask you again, going back to the desert and going back to Bahrain and Saudi Arabia, those places. I know that like the Saudi Cup is coming up pretty shortly, and is that something that you would like to be part of? And also, what's it like over there for fans? Are they gambling like here in North America, or are they just kind of the sport?
That's a very curious question. No, they no gamble right there. They are Muslim. Muslim is illegal to gamble. So they really love the horse racing, the sport. If you're walking around Riyadh City is such a great city. You only see horses. No horses physically. Is a statues of horses, museums horses, logo of horses. They love horses and become the star, of course, the horses and the jockeys. So they go there to watch the riders and the horses and no gamble. And they only screaming and cheering for the races. About the South Cup is brand new. I think this is the fourth year now. Uh, I was there when the king was still alive.
Hmm.
We talked about 2013, if I'm not wrong. So is was completely different from now. After the king passed away, the racing is become more competitive.
I see.
Before was all about the king, everybody going there for cheering for the king, and the races was more for the king. I have the privilege to ride for the king, and it was different than now. Now is a little more open mind, I believe. Then change a little bit, and then invest in few more races. Of course, I love to compete the the South Cup. The South Cup is the richest race in the world.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I guess. I
Mhm.
know. I mean, you at least it'll be a connection to someone that I know. I mean, if you were to go there, I know I see the other guys, but I don't really know all those guys. But it's always nice to have someone to cheer for in those races. It's always a great feeling to know that someone is in those races, and just to cheer for them. That's how I do it, and it feels good.
Mm.
So maybe one day. All right. So
That's
fast forward
one
now.
of my goals.
Yes. So
Mm.
fast forward now, um, and I saw just before you came to Woodbine, you had a stop in Gulfstream Park, and that didn't
Yeah.
go too well. Tell me a little bit
No.
about Gulfstream.
Yeah. So that was I was in Dubai before that, and I got an offer from my agent to go to Gulfstream. I get there in Gulfstream, and the system right there is a little different from how it was in Asia or in Middle East for me.
Mhm.
I have to adapt to myself. Um, I have to work with the agent. I never had this 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 way before. Before who's chasing for my ride, this was myself. So I have to work with team. Work as a team is something what's take a while for you to learn. I always was doing by my own, and this didn't work very well uh, the beginning. Once I get there in Gulfstream, so and then on the meantime, I was already waiting for my in the list for competing in Japan. So I was riding in Gulfstream for a very short time, like no more than 2 months, and opened the gap there in Japan. What I was waiting for 2 years already. So I had to leave. I was in the champion meeting on the winter time there, riding with all the best riders in US. But yeah, the competition was quite hard for me because well, I have no record in America yet, so it's become hard to break in one big meeting like that.
So you didn't do so well in Gulfstream Park, but your next move was to come to Canada. What inspired you to come to Canada? Like, how did you know Canada was the place that was your next move?
Yeah, so I wait to Japan after Gulfstream. I rode in Japan for 6 months.
Oh, sorry, my
Uh,
bad.
yeah, and was great there in Japan too. And my plans was back to Miami. I invested some money in Miami. I had some places to stay in there, and I was all set to come back. But I got an offer to an agent of from Woodbine, and I have a good friend of mine, Eurico da Silva, who's
Oh,
rode with me in Brazil and in Hong Kong as well. And he said, "Yes, you can come. I'm about to retire." So I said, "All right." So it gets just two good things at the same time.
yes. I'm smiling because I'm like the Silva's like, yeah, I'm retiring, so you can come on. They need another Brazilian to take over this spot.
Uh, yeah, kind of. Yeah, we Brazilian we don't have many Brazilian jockeys around the world. Is Most of the Brazilians don't want to leave of Brazil. The life in Brazil for who is a rider is a good life, and is think is a good weather. You know, race your whole year around, so no see the point to leave. Only leave if you really are interesting to discover new things. So this is the reason not many Brazilians leaving. I
Mhm.
decided to do because well I'm like I said I love to travel and I got an offer there, so the agent bring me there.
Now, I know you just said that there's no real reason for the jockeys to want to leave because there's so many. so many. The racing is there all year. Now, what's it like in Brazil? I mean, I want to go back to Brazil now. What's it like in Brazil as a rider? Is it competitive? Like how? I've never seen races from Brazil, so that would be interesting.
Brazil is, well, I can say is Brazil is not like, is not like any another country. I mean, is very unique system in Brazil. Brazil, the apprenticeship, you gotta stay in one dorms, around 15 kids between 16 years old to 18 years old, and you have a time to get a few wins. If you not get that amount of wins, you simple not good enough. You should
Oh,
to
wow.
leave. So it's very competitive. Is to not in my time when I was bug, um, only four graduated. I was unfortunately I was the champion in the bug, but it was very tough. You gotta get at least 18 wins in 2 years.
So
Um, so it's
I have to ask you because once you said it, I was burning up just to ask you this question. And
Mhm.
in North America, I'm only speaking of North America, probably Barbados, Jamaica, places like that. But you said if the jockeys don't get the wins, then they're probably labeled as not good enough. But as you know, you need to know good trainers or owners to get these horses. And if that doesn't happen, like how can it determine if someone is good or bad?
so, so it's the game of luck since the beginning. Is you need to have a luck. You need to have the skill. You have to have a support, uh, or is all you need to be a blessing. Is very hard to explaining
Yeah.
how to get that. Is a many good jockeys, like Sylvester de Souza, for example. He was about to leave, and he's almost is passed through for one week. It was very tough to he get the license, full license for him. And the Sylvester de Souza is one of the best in the in UK, right, in England. So
Yeah.
I think for 3 years already, and having more examples too. So to you get the license, full license as a jockey professional here in Brazil is very hard. Yeah, it's not
Well,
everybody can do it.
well, I'm glad that you were able to break through and be on these stages so we can see you now, man. Now you're traveling
Oh,
all over
thank
the
you,
world.
thank you.
It's
Yeah,
beautiful to see.
I passed through that depression. It wasn't easy. It was 2 years fighting with, not fighting, it's competing with
Yeah.
its 12 kids on the time, and 12 boys and 2 girls. So it's a 14 on the total. You gotta stay in the dorms, have time to get up, time to eating, time to take care of the horses. You gotta learn the basics of vet as well, and take care of the horses, and finally ride the horses. So is you gotta learn. The education is unique. I never seen one school like that. I've been all around. I see many bug boys, and I never see any bug boy pushing so hard like in Brazil. In Brazil is really really hard.
Oh wow, man, that's beautiful. That's a good story, and I'm really glad you shared that because now, for me and probably other people, they will get a good perspective of what it takes to be a jockey in Brazil and outside of Brazil, coming from Brazil. Uh, Speaking of hard, now as a jockey, you guys have to maintain weight and how's that going? Is that an easy process for you? Do you have a diet plan or is it just natural?
Uh, A little bit of both. I'm natural. I'm a short guy. I'm a 160, 5'3", high. My normal weight is around 52 kilograms. What is 118, 119. Of course, in vacation right now, when I'm just enjoy a little. I gotta support myself with a diet, right, and doing some exercise. I love to go in the gyms, and once I cannot go to the gym, like now, I'm just jogging around. I love to keep it doing exercise. I'm athlete after all, so that's the way how I do. It's never very hard for me to do to lose my weight. Um, Maybe in Canada a little bit when get the old when get the winter, I have
Yes,
to keep a little
yes,
longer inside the sauna, but it's something what I like too because there is more confident outside, right? So
yes.
uh, just because yeah, it's get cold, but the weight wise is everything fine.
Nice. That's good to hear and good to know. I guess it will help you. Now, speaking of help, you had to adapt to the agent style where agents you have to use an agent. How is that going for you here in Toronto? Is it working out really well for you?
Yes, does work very well now. Is I found one very nice guy. He's a lot of experience. Um, he's he's been around many years. He have all the good jockeys, and he's he realized I don't know, so he wanted to teach me, and
Hmm.
I'm willing to learn. So this is great because I'm just I had to change a few times to agent just to understand the system. Uh, is a teamwork, right? Before I not used to do the teamwork. I used to do like the old school style, right? I mean, I chased my own right. And so right now I have to learn the way I learned already. This year was great for me. Um, uh, I'm listening my agent, and he's been doing a great job. He's not only do a great job, at the same time he's teaching me how the process is.
That's
So
good. And trusting the system is something, it's something about trust. Not all of us can adapt to trust very easily. So that's good. At least that's one thing that's put in place for jockeys to do well and take a little bit of pressure from off of you, you know, because you
yeah,
guys are
sure,
working
sure,
so
sure.
hard, man.
Yeah, because I get it because yeah, we ride much more days and in another cities as well and other tracks,
Yes,
so is make my life much easier. I have somebody to chase for me. I have somebody to working for me. I
that's
just
right.
it wasn't like that. I used to do everything by myself. I used to badly sleep. I go to chase my ride and I go to ride and I go to get and then so I study every horses. I know every good horses. I study every trainers and everything around. So in Woodbine, my life become much easier because I have my guy to do everything for me, and he's doing well. So I can I can take care of my family better.
Nice, nice, and that's good to hear. I love
Yeah.
when people are able to take care of their family
Mhm.
and do it in a productive manner. Now, tell me a little bit about Woodbine and what does it mean for you to ride at Woodbine?
Woodbine is great. I love Woodbine. The atmosphere there is awesome. Everybody is so kind. The peoples are very kind. Everybody treats me so good. Um, uh, I love the service. I love the Tapida service. I never rode Tapida before I get in Woodbine. Once I rode in Tapida for the first time, I just said, wow, this is my thing. I love Tapida. Um, Before I only like grass. So it's get together the both things I like, grass and tapira, right? So the service is nice. The horse is developing good horses from there. Um, many horses there from go to British Cup. My goal is it is go to British Cup. So um, it's a very good location, and my family are happy there, so I'm happy too.
Nice. Now, I'm glad you mentioned that because I was going to ask you about the difference with the tapita, the turf, and the dirt, but you cleared it all up. I think some people say the turf is kind of like the tapita in a bit. Is that so? Is that true? I hear many experts say once the horses run on turf, they can run on tapita easily. Is that necessarily true?
Makes sense. Makes sense. Is not exactly the same, but is heavy. Well, what is the same is the kickback. No kickback.
Hmm.
Tapita no kickback, and depends when the weather is, right? When the weather is snowing, you gotta get kickback. But is in normal situation, good track is gonna be much less kickback, and the turf also is no kickback. So for the horses are good, you can save the ground easier, and the plus is shallow, it's not that deep. So the sand is very deep, make the horses pushing more. So the horses really needed to like it, the dirt, to run on the dirt. If your horse like it grass, maybe he will run on tapita because they're shallow too. But I see some horses like the grass and not like tapita in Canada. So I can't really tell you uh, if it's very similar. Well, it's kind of, but it is different. It's
Oh,
still
okay.
different.
Well, that's good. Now, what is I've heard over the years in on many different channels and from the experts that speak on racing, and they say that Woodbine has one of the best turf tracks around the world, or maybe perhaps in North America. What's it compared to the rest of the tracks that you've ridden at before?
hmm I agree. I agree with that. Is I love the EP Taylor. EP Taylor outside is something phenomenal. Is the guys is take care of it so well. The track. The track is 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 a nature grass. You can see when they grow. You can see underneath. Um, it's kind of Happy Valley in Hong Kong. The Hong Kong Happy Valley is the same type, but it's much smaller. So the EP Taylor is bigger and larger, uh, uh, great straight, and the horses grab the ground and it can move well. I never rode one track like that. It's very is much better than any other track.
Nice, nice. I guess that's good to hear. Woodbine would be very happy to hear that.
For sure. Yeah, it's well. I like to compare. I like to see every country as being everything what eventually everybody does. You compare. Oh, this. This track is like this track like that. This horse like this horse like that. Wrong way, sideways. Is all the things. So Woodbine is a perfect because they have the tree service, and they make the short distance in the small track. They make the long distance in the big track, and the new track, the inside turf, is is very nice too. Is have one angle what is move the horses inside and they make you save the ground. Uh, is is fun to ride there. And I like to ride inside turf. But about the track, the service, the EP Taylor is a paradise. It's really, uh, you know, you have to hold the head of the horse for the horse not eat the grass because it's just very green.
Nice. Now, I've got a question here from Ali Rashid. He's asking, I don't know if it's me or if it's you, but he's asking, did you watch races in Maiden, Maiden races in Dubai? I'm not sure if it's for me or for you. I think it's for you, but
Yes, Ali Hashid. Ah, yes, is for me probably. Yeah, so I do watching racing. I follow my friends there. I have few jockeys friends there, and I rode there. So every track what I rode, I like to watch. Uh, Sometimes live or when I have a free time, I just watch the replays. But I'm watching everything. I'm I love the horse racing. This is
Nice.
everything. I follow whole world.
Now, I'm just gonna ask you this because I'm always curious about people and their experience. And you said you've been around the world, you've been to many places, and when you come to Woodbine and you see how Woodbine is stacked up, and do you ever are you ever able to speak with some of the jockeys who probably never travel like you have, and just kind of let them in on a few secrets, give them some tips on how to maybe go about it, or it's still competition? He's like, nah, I'm not going to give
No,
away
no,
any
no.
tips.
I'm not this type. I'm not this type. You can ask any guy. I'm in the jockey room. I'm the funny guy. I'm joking with everybody. I like to. This is my fun. I don't see this as a. I just love what I'm doing. So this is not sacrifice for me. I'm going there to have fun and enjoy, and this is my fun time. So once I go there, we doing sauna around, with the jockeys and is we all together dancing and they playing, right? Is always around November or December. The question is, where are you going in the winter? You know, so this is we gotta keep it going. It's everybody does. So I'm the perfect match for the winter time in Canada is going to Middle East because Middle East is only winter season. So Canada is April to December, and for example, Qatar is November to April. So it's a perfect match. So it just matching, and you can keep it working whole year. Uh, Middle East is a great time, only winter, and Canada is most of the summer time. So if we are jockeys, we want to keep it riding. Uh, this is all what I recommend for them. All the jockeys they say, "Oh, go to Middle East, man. Go to Middle East because Middle East is, you know, is quite far, but it is they love the horse racing there." So this is
Nice.
all what I say for all the Canadians there and all my Barbados friends.
but I want to ask you because going to the Middle East is one thing, but like going there and getting rides, how does that work? Would you need an invitation, or how does that work?
Yes, it does need the invitation. Is they invite you to get there? It's you gotta show up. Is you gotta be able to promote yourself. You know, uh, like I said before, I had my agent. I chased my rights, so I chased my job. uh, is having many ways to get there, but is uh, you need an invitation, So fortunately, I got invitations to go all over Middle East. I love Middle East. First step was in Saudi Arabia, then right there is open the gap for whole Middle East. So I'm riding in Saudi, in Oman, in Kuwait, in Bahrain, in Dubai, is Abu Dhabi, and the place what I really love it is Qatar. Qatar is my second house right there. I've been many years right there, and this is the place what I chose or Brazil or Qatar this year. So because of my little girl, I said, you know what, let's just have a break to Brazil and healing myself in Qatar. Gotta wait for the next year, but probably will be there next year.
Oh, nice. I mean, when you do, I definitely will be trying my best to follow. I try to follow as many people that I know to see how they're doing, and Maybe perhaps I meet more people, and this is a very small world, even though it's big. But it's always nice to know places, people in different places.
Mhm.
Um, so you're in Brazil. You're having some fun. Your daughter's met your mom, family. What's the family and friends support like for you in Brazil?
It's great. It's great. My family is everything. Is my mom. Many countries I've been is different time from Brazil. Is we talking now? I'm 2 hours ahead from Canada, so it's different time. When I was in Asia, my parents staying whole night watching me. Because it was wrong time. So my dad never missed one race. Every race, yeah, I even joke with my valet, right? Uh, Once I win the race, I come back, I say, take my phone and see the first message, right? Because it's always my dad celebrating. Is they love that. Is my sport is I'm doing for me and for them.
Nice,
Uh, this is everything what I have. They
nice.
show me the way. My parents never rode any horse, but they show me the way, and today I do my best for them.
Nice. Now, I know, I think I know some of these questions because you've already answered it, but there's Ali Rashad again asks, does the jockey have a fixed monthly salary? I'm assuming that's in the Middle East. Maybe they're asking that question pertaining to those countries. And there's someone else asking, did you ever ride in China? Which you've answered that question before, right? You've ridden in China.
Yes, I did. So the first question about the salary. Yes, does jockey have salary is depends of the system. So I have different systems. Have a system what we are jockey stable. Jockey stable means you riding for that stable, that owner or that trainer. So when you does that, you do everything for that stable with all the horses, and you have a salary, and you ride everything that, and once you are free, you can still ride in races. What another stable have no jockey, right? So
Oh,
in Asian. Uh, in Middle East is like that. You are jockey stable. In UK is like that. In many places of Europe, you are jockey stable. So yes, you does have a salary. In America, no. In America, you have percentage of the price. Uh, both places you have a percentage of the price. Any place, if you win, you get more money. But is in Middle East is you have a salary fixed.
well, that's a interesting twist to this story, and this that's interesting. I didn't know that myself. Good question. Um,
Yeah, it is. It is interesting. Is every place it have a different way, right? Is that's how they does that. That's why you needed to have an invitation for the
nice.
owner or the trainer to get there. It's not like America or Canada. What is you are self-employer. No, you are hired. You are hired jockey. They hire you
Hmm,
as their jockey. Is in Canada or USA or in India, in Brazil, you are self-employer.
hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean that's good, interesting. But I mean, I imagine that over there, it's a little bit different. So there's no gambling. So they definitely they're making their money elsewhere. Um, okay, so Woodbine. Let's go back to Woodbine a bit here because this is where you are right now. This is. Are you? Do you plan on being at Woodbine for a little while?
Woodbine is my house now. Uh,
Hmm,
I'm this is my third year there riding. Uh, is I love Woodbine. My daughter is Canadian. I moved myself to Canada in the intention to have my family to settle down. I've been traveling too much, I just wanna settle down. Canada is the best place to do. Canada is great place to live in. The racetrack is great. Uh, is everything easy facility. It's so easy access. Is the trainers are easy to dealing with. Is so uh, I'm not planning to move in. This is the place where I wanna retire, and I have a long way to retire.
Wow. I
Yeah.
guess we'll be seeing a lot of Leo here at Woodbine. It's funny. Funny you say that because you know I came to Canada and when I was a teenager, and for ever since then, everyone that I meet who lived elsewhere, as once they come to Toronto or Canada, they never leave. They say this is it. So it's really interesting hearing that from you. They always say that this is it. This is the stop right now.
Well, you can see, I can see the improvements. They have a lot of improvements year by year, every day, all the time. They listen to people. They want to improve. Once you see that, you it's impossible you don't like it. Is jockeys between the jockeys. I needed this, I needed that. Improve this thing, improve that. Sometimes we have, is no condition. They have no weather condition. It's impossible to have racing. They cancel. Understand? So they listen to the riders, and they take care of the riders. So it's very safe. The stewards doing a great job. They take care of all the community. The horse uh, the horse service behind is very well. It's the background, the stables is very organizing, have two tracks training. Is the times is working, so it's very well organized. When it's very well organized, is everybody is easy to love it. Is if you want to work well, if you want straight people to work, that's the right place.
That's good to hear because sometimes everyone always seems to think that it's greener elsewhere, and here you are, a man who traveled around the world, and you're saying, "Look, hey, this system here works well. It's pretty good." So people, I think we should compliment Woodbine for this and for what they're doing. That's pretty awesome.
Well, all the time when I see one of the head guys, ACC, Tim Lawson, or the stewards or anybody, I try to give my words, to say what I think, when there's all the time is some adjustments does. Is they do some adjustments, they fix something, and they listen. So once they listening is good. I think that's the big difference of another places. What you cannot have a connection with the head, the top guy. So in Canada, you can reach the guy and say, "Oh, look, this is the way how supposed to be. I think this is how to could be." Everybody have your own opinion, and if you're looking for grow place to improve that place and to be safe for everybody, uh, it's nice to listen. So then does listen all the opinions of all the jockeys around with no preconcepts, and that was one of the reasons I like that place.
That's good. That's good to hear. Because I did notice that sometimes when the weather is not so great, the jockeys, I guess they would let the people know, hey, look, it's not
It's
safe.
about carry the horses, right? So is the horses is not the service can turn very hard, can become a little danger. Is more danger to me because the job itself is danger. So risks can become more risky, much risky. So I think once they make the place much safer after all. That's the word. Woodbine is really safe to ride.
Nice. Now, I know that you said you would love to be in the Breeders' Cup. Is that right? That's one of your things. Now, that's a bucket list that's pretty lengthy, pretty long. But your short-term bucket list right now, what's on that list? Is there one race at Woodbine that you would love to win?
Well, we don't have Queen's Plate anymore. I think now it's King's Plate, right?
Yeah,
So I changed for King's Plate now. That's what I want to win. I love to win the King's Plate. This is one of, the my goal. One of them, right? Is I want to win the King's Plate, and I want to be in the British Cup, and and I want to be the top jockey. This is one of the goals, and I will do my best for getting.
nice. That's good. I love hearing that because you set the bar high. You let the people know and let jockeys know. Hey, look, even though I'm laughing with you and we're having some fun, I want you to know that I'll be the top jockey. So pay attention. It's
Well,
always
is
good.
I believe is everybody wants, right? I believe that this is then listen that and then that's the same wish for everyone. This is the competition. I don't want to say I don't want. So you asking me, I will tell you. That's what I want, and I believe every jockey is what that too. So let's see who try more hard.
That's right. That's right. I love it, man. I love hearing this. This like because for me naturally, like I'm a soccer player, not anymore. But I love competition. So competition for me is everything, right? So so I love hearing that from you.
Yeah,
Um,
it's this is the part of the game. Out of the track, we are all fine, everything. But once we get right there, that's how the game is going. It's you gotta compete. It's a competition. It's only win who cross in front. So I will do my best to put the nose on front. So this is all what I want. It make all my team happy, and this is that's the goal of any jockey.
nice. Now, last year you won your was that your first stakes win at Woodbine, the Vigil Stakes?
Right. Yes. Yeah. My first stake win.
And that was a grade three race as well. What was the feeling like after you won that, man?
Was great. Was awesome. Was awesome because I've been waiting so long for it. I have one nice CV. I have a lot of stake races, but in Canada, it's been so hard to get that. It's so hard to even ride. So I had to really start from the bottom and trying everything to get there. So winning with top horse is alright. It's good, but that win wasn't the top horse. It was one of one long shot, right? So this is the special feeling. It's good. I make everybody, all my team happy. My owner happy. My trainer is also was I believe was the first stake race on the year for him. First stake race for my for my owner as well. So everybody was really really we had a nice celebrate after.
Hey, look, that was good to see. That's really good to see. Very happy for you and for Team Armata. I earlier someone said that you were part of the team. I don't know who it was or who it is that's saying these things. I can't see the names, but there's people out there supporting you. That's really good to see and good to hear. On the other note, uh, breaking news. So someone who's also commenting on the Facebook Live. Um, so I guess they're hearing and seeing that you've traveled, and they're saying if you ever need an agent on the West Coast, I guess Santa Anita or whatever, to let them know. So there you go, my man. There's people out there.
Well, that have to be on the winter time, yeah, for sure. Is uh like I said, the opportunity coming all the time. We just have to study the best one to hug. Uh, I'm at this moment. I'm healing. I'm not looking for work. I will be working 1 month later, and yes, I'm Actually, I have one agent already. I can answer to him. I do have one agent. We keep in touch, but this is gonna happen 1 month later. I'm gonna be ready for the Woodbine the first day right there.
Okay,
That's
nice, good. Glad to hear that. You can pick up where you left off last year. Um,
yeah,
so,
right.
so how much more time do we have with you? Maybe 15, 10 minutes. I don't know. You tell me.
Yeah, yeah, sure. It's how long you want, man. I'm here for
Okay.
you. Don't worry.
All right. Cool. Appreciate that. Um, so you set the bar pretty high coming in from last year. Your horses made just over $2 million. Um, what's that bar looking like for you? Gonna be riding more horses, maybe around the same amount of horses. You working harder? What's the feeling like? Are you excited coming into this season?
Yes, I'm very optimistic. I really believe this is a process of stairs. Should if you write two, I wanna write three. If you write three, I wanna write four. If I write four, I wanna write five. Is I believe in the process. This year for me was like you said is 2 million earnings. This is my goal is beat that next year and or maybe double that price. Um, I just want to get as much I can. This is just my third year. The last year for me was like no counting. I don't think he uh, uh, was was good for me. So is I just think this last season for me is a start again. So my goals for this year is do the best, better than what I did, and in the little by little we I reach where I want to be.
Good, good. That's good to hear. At Woodbine, there's quite a few guys from Barbados there. Was that like working amongst those guys?
To be honest to you, I never met any Barbados before I came to Canada. Uh, Barbados people were so nice. It's become all my friends. Yeah, you know, Jet Li, Kevin Nichols, Chris husband, Patrick husband. Is all these guys. We see each other every day. This is my brothers. We all joke each other. We all have fun. It's those guys they are and these are the riders, right? On the back straight, what have all the
Yeah.
groans and everything. Everybody have fun. Is I like that. This is a part of the balance on the competition ways. I know how to you gotta have a balance too. If you just thinking win all the time, you is not that kind. So it's all about you gotta have fun. And then what's making me my smile, is all those guys is really cool. I love Barbados people. Then already told me many times, oh, come to Barbados, come to have some vacation there, come to ride there. You're gonna like, is the bug boy,
Slade.
Slade John. Slade Jones is told me about his dad, the stories and is show me a few videos, and it said, well, I really like it. Now I'm interested. You wake up something on me. I like to have opportunity. So the same way is new, is interesting, and the people are so fun, so nice. Don't have a bad mood.
And you like to travel, so I think it would be nice for you. Well, it would be an experience if you. I don't know what's like in Brazil in terms of around the track, but they're gonna have their big race coming up in a few weeks. I think the first Saturday in March,
Uh,
and they're gonna have their big race, and it's gonna usually a lot of people around the track, like there's tons of people, and it's a different atmosphere. So I mean, people like Sandy Hawley rode there, and these. So an experience like yourself, for you, go there and one day, maybe you'll get an invite or something, and
This is
you know,
the cloud. The cloud is something I miss it. Is lovely. Is when you have some clown sharing for you. Is everybody "Wah, wah, wah," making noise. Is for example when you were on racing in Qatar or in Qatar, let's say, is you come back and it's coming to the picture. Winner picture is you slap all the hands in the fence, the people's with the hand there sharing to you, and you 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 touch the hands, the guys, you throw one goggle, they they fight each other to grab the goggle. It's awesome. It's something like make you feel like wow, it's great. This is what I like. In Brazil it is like that. Used to. No anymore, but you used to be like that, and this is what I'm missing. That I'm missing the clown, because we there for make the show, we there for make the public happy, and have fun. I'm having my fun. Why they not cannot have?
that's
So
right.
is this is everybody should go to the track to have fun. That's is that's the main thing in the track.
Now, one of the things I love to watch when I watch racing in Japan, especially in a big race, is the amount of people that are around, that are there to watch this. And when the race is about to start, the noise that is being made, before the race starts, when it comes to an end, I just love hearing that. I love feeling it. Um,
It's
can
so
you relate to that?
yeah, there's so many people. I used to joke with my translator in Japan. It's so many people you can walk by hat. Is stepping on each hat because it's so many people. You can see one gap between them. It's a lot of people, right? So it's something like it. Unfortunately, Woodbine not have that amount of people, but I really wish to have, because this is make it, the jockey is happy too. Everybody be happy. It's a lot of people. It's so nice, and yeah, you're telling me Barbados is like that. Now I want to go.
Yeah, I don't think it's probably like that every race day, but for the big races, especially if the people, because the fans are the fans, the fans will argue about horse racing all day long, horse racing. So if they hear that there's jockeys or good horses coming in, they're gonna be there. They're gonna be there to support. So maybe one day I'll see you down there, and I'll be able to, cheer on, or just maybe drink a beer or something and watch the races.
Let's have some fun.
Yeah. Um, so let's finish up this live. I know you got to get back to your family.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure you 1 hour or 2 hour ahead of us.
I'm 2 hours ahead.
2 hours ahead. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's probably dinner time pretty soon. Your beach time is over. Did you go to the beach today?
Yeah, no, I was in the beach yesterday. I'm come back to home now, my hometown, and right now I'm going to the northeast of Brazil, uh, 4 hours away. Uh, Brazil is very big. So I'm going tomorrow early to the northeast, 4 hours away flight, and enjoy the paradise, very close of Caribbean.
Nice, nice. So when do you come back to Toronto?
I will be back here first March.
Okay, March. Okay, well, hey, look, man, enjoy your time. Next this year I'll probably see you back there. I'll be documenting as usual. I'll be following somebody around or something, making some stories. I'll be, just trying to see what's happening. I think is a very interesting lifestyle for jockeys and trainers and guys who work with horses. Hey, I learned so much from you guys last year, because the one thing that strike me the most is how much care that the guys put into the horses, and that's always beautiful to see. They dedicate themselves to these horses. So compliments to all you guys, man. You guys do an awesome job, and you guys are the stars. You guys put the show on. You guys do your thing. You bring the people in.
Yeah,
So,
it's one work of love. Is you gotta love the horse. Horse is like your son, your daughter. Is you gotta take care as much you can, and try to teach you the proper way, and is behave around, save it first, and this is all about it. And enjoy and have fun. This is the most important. Have fun.
hey Leo, I tried for a long time to get you on, so you can make the time. So I just want to say thank you again for blessing this stage, and don't be a stranger. And I'm really looking forward to seeing you back at Woodbine, man, and seeing you doing your thing.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Please join me in one winner picture. I want to take a picture with you.
Well, I'll make sure to remember that. Okay.
All
So
right.
congratulations to you and your team, and Team Armata, and you guys. You guys did a really good job. And hopefully you get that King's plate, man.
Oh, this is the goal. This is the goal. I hope so. Please come into the picture.
All right, man. Thanks again.
Thank
Enjoy your
you.
time. All right. Take
See
care,
you.
my
See you.
man.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. All right. Bye.
Bye bye.
My guy, man, Leo Salas. Um, 3 years at Woodbine. He's already doing some big things. Um, I'll be there again to document some of these amazing jockeys and stories, the animals, just something intriguing about good stories, like what comes out of the animal that nobody knows about. And I'm pretty sure this year there will be much, much more stories as well. There's always something very unpredictable, by the way. Uh, that being said, I want to thank my man Leo Salas for joining me. Um, I don't know who's up next, but there's a few guys on the list. I won't reveal, and definitely will be. Oh, let me stop this music. Let's stop this music. Stop this music. So today and tonight, please check out the YouTube channel. Please check out this Facebook group, and I will definitely be dropping that Juan Crawford revealed today, and it will be on later on tonight. So please check it out. And it's an interesting story, all behind Juan Crawford. And I think you guys will learn a lot about the man and how hard he works, and how hard he works to get to where he wants to go and where he's at. Um, I had a lot of fun documenting Juan Crawford. I had a lot of fun going to Barbados and speaking with the people who's most important to him. There were quite a few more people that I didn't get a chance to, but it would have made the story much even bigger. Maybe another time I'll be able to get around and doing maybe perhaps a continuation, or maybe another jockey, who knows, or somebody else. But the stories are very intriguing. Juan Crawford, very intriguing story. Please support the channel. As you guys would tell, the video is very raw, and um, just bringing it to you raw so that you get a good feeling of what it feels like on the ground. And don't forget, guys, check out Juan Crawford tonight. Check out my YouTube channel and check out the Facebook group, because I'll be definitely posting it there. All right. So that being said, you guys have a wonderful afternoon. Eat your food and watch some races maybe, and we'll catch up another time. All right. So until then, we'll meet again.